Go ahead. Yes.
Hey guys, today I prepared my presentation about mind double condition that I struggle with, and maybe you also kind of agree with me that maybe there is a double mind between the city you came from and the country you're from. So in my case, I'm from capital, from Warsaw. So Warsaw. Before I will dig into the subject of double mind condition in my case, I would love to introduce you my city. So it's Warsaw is the capital of Poland. It's the biggest city of Poland. It is a little bit in the middle of the country. So how big is to compare to other cities in Poland? As I can say that in citizens itself is around 2 million and metropolitan area is 3 million, slightly above. And to comparison, the second biggest city in Poland is Krakow, which is 1 million less people. And the other cities are even more smaller, so just a huge even population gap between the cities. And Warsaw is the seventh populous city in European Union. So also it's a really globalized city. It has very long, diverse history. City itself is diverse because after the Second World War, actually it was completely destroyed. So people came from the different regions of Poland, of Eastern Europe to inhabit this city. So we are really diverse from the very beginning. If you have your grandparents from Warsaw, it's already whoa, you're really from Warsaw and so on. This is the crest and the flag of Warsaw. And so in my case, I often happen that when I'm speaking about Poland, my country, my opinion, people my friends and other partner of discussion tends to stop me with my opinion and say oh whoa, but you're from Warsaw, you cannot speak for Poland because you're from the big wealthy city and so on. And at first I was usually get really mad because I was like come on, I have in my passport that I'm from Poland. I can say about my own country. But the longer I was thinking about it, I cannot fully disagree. I definitely have different values, different perspective, different life experiences that other Polish people. And I would love to explain you why. So definitely there are many factors to that, but let's start maybe with the most important one. So definitely it's the economic aspect. So as I said, Warsaw is the biggest, it's also the wealthiest city in Poland. And it's not only about the country, also the region Warsaw is located is one of the poorest in Poland itself. So it's a really double mind even at the small region. And I think this map shows the best how Warsaw is different from other countries. So this is how wealthy are the regions in European Union. So the dark blue is the wealthiest, the orange one is the poorest. So as you can see, Poland is not really a rich country in European Union. But if you look at Warsaw, this dark blue dot in the middle of the country is Warsaw. So it's as rich as the other richest regions in Europe. So you see, it's a vivid difference. So just to tell you, on average, Warsaw citizens earn monthly $500 more than average Pole. So if you compare it entire year, it's a really big income gap. Also in the city there's located many skyscrapers. The biggest in European Union is located in Warsaw, but you wouldn't see that kind of seat sign in other parts of Poland, definitely. Maybe in some cities there will be few of them, but definitely even the landmark is very special for Warsaw. So I think the second biggest aspect that really differ my opinion and really make me this double mind condition is the political scene. So because I mentioned you before, Warsaw is so big, it has their very own, it's a very own entity from the administrative point of view. And we have our own president. It's this guy. on the right corner above, like up. So he is from the left-wing party, the president I voted for, the president that I like, and he is really into like LGBT rights, women rights, eco-friendly, and so on. But the country itself, it's ruled by the right-wing party, these two guys, and they're like mostly voted from the minor cities and villages. And because Warsaw is a capital, it not only has the president of Warsaw in it, but also the president of the entire country, which causes the major tensions because Warsaw people itself, they're like into left-wing party, and our president, like you probably heard many controversial news about that, like Poland is like not LGBT friendly country, it's a Catholic country and so on, but it's mostly because of those two guys, but like Warsaw is, I think it's like women friendly, LGBT friendly, eco friendly and so on, like our president. So because of that, like this guy, he's the head of the ruling party, I think he's the most important guy in the country. He decided to live in Warsaw, in the district that is really into like protecting LGBT rights and so on. And because of that, his house needs to be like, he's like scared and his house is like guarded, especially when some parades happen. There's like lots of police officers surrounding his house because the district he's living in, like people are really mad that he's living there because they're like not liking him at all. And in Poland, in Warsaw, happened the biggest women's rights parade because they changed the abortion law in Poland. So, and it becomes like a sign of protecting the women's rights, this black lady with this red thunder. And you can find like LGBT flag or this women's rights signature in many Warsaw houses, like in the windows, like in the window or at the cars, just to show those two guys that they're not welcome in Warsaw, the one that rule the country politics. And I personally, when I identify with this guy, president of my city, I don't feel like this is my president, like of the country, because I didn't vote for him. I voted for my president of Warsaw, and yeah, that's why I know that I have like a completely different mindset, maybe from major of other Polish people. So because I love the city, I love people I have there, my family, my friends, my life there. I love the complicated and beautiful history of the city, and definitely when people ask me in Europe or here, especially in Europe, I often say I'm from Warsaw, I'm not from Poland. I feel like I'm identified with my city, with Warsaw. Like, it's all the customs I have, all of the mindset I have was built in this city. So I would love to really thank you for your attention and invite you for comments like, do you have maybe something like that in your own country the same? Do you identify more with the city than your own country? And if you would like to answer the questions I prepared, I will be delighted. So yes, I invite you to discussion.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So I can add, I'm also from Warsaw, and sometimes when I'm talking to people that are not from Warsaw, I feel like I'm living in a bubble because everything is like better in Warsaw than in the countryside and outside, like in other regions in Poland. So it's completely true what I presented here, that we are like sometimes living in bubble and we do not understand like problems of other regions of Poland and why they are voting for them.
Yeah.
Yes, so I'm from France, so everybody knows that Paris is like seen as like beautiful city and everything. But I think like the image that Paris gives to France is not the the reality, even for Paris. Because often when people come to Paris for the first time, they say, "Oh, it's not what I imagine."
Mm-hmm.
So maybe like it's false image, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not from like Paris at all, so I also feel that there is like big rivalry between Paris and like Parisian, and other like people that are from not really like not the countryside, but they consider us from the countryside,
Mhm.
and like be very reality, no? Yeah, I don't want to say that, but yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Well, I feel like we also have like a different sense of belonging in Italy as well,
Mhm.
but more than between countryside and city, it's between like regions.
Oh yes.
Because we have literally different languages, different cultures, and we've been like divided ever since Middle Ages.
Mhm.
So every time, I mean, yeah, most of the times if you speak like to a person like from Tuscany, he will tell you where you're from. He will then say from Italy, probably say from Tuscany, because that's how
yes,
he feels.
Yes,
That's
true.
probably common on like
Mhm.
when there are so many differences between your countries. I think it's pretty normal.
Yeah.
So I feel like it'll be a bit double mind as well.
Mhm. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Does anybody has like the same maybe?
Yeah, my city is Marseille, and we're like pretty close to Italy, so we're French, but we have a lot of Italian heritage. So like when I'm asked where I'm from Marseille. I'm not French
Mhm.
before being someone from Marseille.
Mhm.
So yeah, I agree with what you said, and I think it was super interesting.
Thank you.
Okay, you said that you recognize yourself as like from Warsaw and not from Poland. So what is your image about Poland without Warsaw?
Oh, like I would say definitely that.
You love it, or
Yes,
you
yes,
don't
yes.
care at all?
I get it. Yeah, definitely. I think if I think about like average Polish person and also other people, okay, so religious. I'm not religious at all. I think Warsaw people don't cherish that much church any longer, and but still, I think in Poland, in smaller cities, I think it's still an important part of culture. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like I have to have a wedding in church, when for most of the Polish people it's like the most important part of the life to get married in church. I don't want to. And I think most of my friends from Warsaw, they don't want to. Also, yeah, with this definitely this political aspect, I'm really so into European Union. I think Warsaw people cannot imagine their lives without European Union. Whether people from the rural parts, I don't know why they are like don't want maybe to be in European Union, but I don't know why. And I think they also don't know why. They just like follow the what the leader of the party is saying. Yeah, also like maybe food. I'm not so much into Polish food. I like to eat it from time to time, maybe not every day, but I think in smaller cities in Poland there's like this rosół and schabowy, and yeah, like a typical Polish dishes every day, every Sunday and so on. I don't follow this diet.
After church, yeah?
Yes. After church, people in Poland go to eat soup and eat cutlets. So yeah, I have different customs, I would say maybe. Yeah.
Is Warsaw cosmopolitan?
Yes. I saw that it's actually awarded Alpha Global City. So it is a global city, definitely. It has 2 airports. It's well connected with other Europe. Also, there's like some like European agencies there. Yeah. So yeah, I think it is. Definitely it is. As I said, also I think it's also because like in other cities in Poland, there I know friends from there, and they have like families from like ages there. And because Warsaw was completely destroyed, there's no longer than 3 generations living in the city. So from the very beginning, we are very diverse. Like people are from, I know, Mazovian, Silesia region, Pomeranian region. They're like coming and mixing. So from the even in their one house, it's like I think like in Krakow or I don't know Gdańsk, people would eat in every single house the same dishes during the Christmas time. In Warsaw, because it's like such a mix, every single house has a different dish for Christmas, because it's like a mixture from all of the other Polish dishes. So I would say, yeah, like from the very beginning, we start the new era, like being maybe more open for different, diverse traditions, I would say. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Yeah.
you.